Hi-ho! It is 4.2 time, percents and decimals. Way easier than fractions and decimals, by the way. So if you'd like to take some notes on this, there's not a whole lot to take notes on. But on this page, there's a little bit. So to write a percent as a decimal, did I freeze? What's going on here? I think I froze. Am I here? Oh, I'm here. All right. So to write a percent as a decimal, all you have to do is move the decimal 2 places. That's it. So if you're going to go from a percent to a decimal, you move the decimal 2 places to the left. That's what you want to take notes on. 2 places to the left from percent to decimal. So if you have 23%, the decimal here is at the end of the 23. You move it over and you get 0.23, 0.23, which is 23 hundredths. So if you're going to model that, you fill in 23 out of 100 boxes. Let's do a couple problems. Okay, I feel like I'm freezing here. I hope this video works out all right. All right, so 52%. Write that as a decimal. Okay, hopefully you move the decimal over 2 places and you get 0.52, 52 hundredths. No simplifying required. That's it, done. Okay, if you wanted to model it, you'd fill in 52 out of 100 boxes. I don't know if they've done that or not. So let me just ask you, for B, how would you write 7% as a decimal? This one's a little trickier. Okay, don't forget, you're moving the, oh, they did model the last one. There we go. So I gotta click one at a time. There we go. So you fill in 52 out of the 100 boxes to model 52%. Okay, 7%, you move the decimal over 2 places. Don't forget 2 places, which means you have to add a 0 in there. So it's 0.07. So sometimes, again, you might want to take notes on this. You might have to add a 0 to write single digits as decimals. So you would fill in 7 out of 100, and there is 7% modeled with a decimal and with a picture. Yay. Okay, if you have like 7.4%, you'd still move the decimal over 2 spots. It'd be 0.074 if you're doing a decimal, which you're going to have on some of the homework problems. Okay, let's move on to another example. And this is how to write decimals as percents. Okay, also not tricky. You just move the decimal 2 places to the right. So to go from a decimal to a percent, you move the decimal 2 places to the right and then stick a decimal symbol in there. Okay, here's an example if you want to jot this one down. Okay, let's work through a problem or 2, or 4, I think. There might be 4. There's a couple. It's not loading. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Okay, so 0.47 as a percent. What would that be? Yeah, you move the decimal over 2 spots and you get 47%. Done. Okay, this one's slightly trickier because there's another digit. How would you write 0.663 as a percent? Okay, so you move the decimal over 2 spots and it is 66.3%. What about this one? 1.8 as a percent. Okay, same deal. You move the decimal over 2 spots. You have to add a 0 in this case, and you end up with 180%. So anytime you have a decimal that's bigger than 1, you're going to have a percent that's bigger than 100%. And this last one, what about 0.009 as a percent? Okay, you still move the decimal 2 spots, and it ends up being 0.9 or 0.9%. Okay, so hopefully straightforward. You just move decimals. That's it. 2 places to the left if you're going from percent to decimal, 2 places to the right if you're going from decimal to percent. And then we have a couple of word problems, I think. So if you had 92 out of 100 points, which of the following here is not an expression of 92%? So take a look at these 4 and decide which one is not 92%. You might have to convert some of these into out of 100. All right, let's walk through it. So the first one, if you do the 92%, well, that's 92 out of 100. So that one clearly is. For choice A, if you have 23 out of 25, and you turn that into times 4 times 4, that's also 92 out of 100. And then this last one, 0.92, if you move the decimal over 2 spots, that's 92%. So 17 out of 20 is not 92%. That's actually 85% if you converted that one. Okay, so sometimes you're going to have to convert fractions, decimals, and percents to the same thing to be able to compare them easily. Always use out of 100 for percents. And this last one, This will be about as difficult as you will see. So here we have UV rays on 4 different surfaces. So we have reflection of 3% on grass, 0.15 on sand, 25% on seafoam, and 21 out of 25 on water. And it says, how many more times are they reflected by water than seafoam? So these are the two we're concerned with. The sand and grass we don't care about for this particular problem. So first, how would you rewrite seafoam's 25% as a decimal? Okay, yeah, it's 0.25, which is 25 out of 100. Okay, and then that's what we just went over right there. Okay, 0.25. And then what about water? How would you rewrite 21 out of 25 as a percent? Okay, so that one, the 21/25ths, you're going to want to multiply by 4 on top and bottom to convert to 84 out of 100, which is 84%. Okay, so if you want to figure out how many more times this is than this, that's why we've been doing long division. That's why we've been doing division with fractions, because you're going to have to divide 0.84 by 0.25, which of course you remember, you have to move the decimal over 2 spots. You got to add some zeros and then divide with long division. They're going to walk us through it. And in case you forgot how to do long division and then get repeating decimals or decimals and add zeros and all that, they've walked it through right there. You might want to jot this down in your notes. And you'll see that water is about 3.36 times more reflective than seafoam. Okay, so that is about as difficult of a problem as you're going to see on any of your big ideas. If you have any questions or need any help, well, first check your notes and then ask me. All right, good luck. I'll see you in class, Pirate. Arr!